The feet are a reflex for the rest of the body. Specifically, the feet are a reflex for the chest, the feet are a reflex for the head, and the feet are a reflex for the abdomen.
You see, the biggest pores in the whole of your body are on the soles of your feet. So what you do is you get a plastic bag thus, and you put the onion in the plastic bag, and then the foot is put on the onion in the plastic bag, and then twist this bag around and secure it, and then put a sock on. And the sock will hold it nice and firm. You want the onion on the bottom of the feet, because the biggest pores in your body are on the bottom of your feet, and the body will take the onion where it needs to go. And often it'll take it if you need it in the chest or to clear the head.
So the raw onion can be used for a few things. Now, if you have a organic onion and you cut it up, you'll start crying, won't you? That onion juice has an effect to stimulate the respiratory organs to clear and to thin the mucus. So the cooked onion, as I said, is for ear and for a boil, but the raw onion is used often mostly for respiratory.
Honestly, you don't need all those costly medications time to time. The simple household vegetable has a secret power, which you won't believe, because the conventional treatment never wanted you to know. For example, Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a renowned naturopath, reveals the astonishing cure for coughs only by using onions. Basically, this age-old remedy, backed by Dr. O'Neill's expertise, promises relief using natural ingredients. In this video, discover this healthcare hack, how this humble vegetable can be your ultimate ally against coughs and colds. Let's start with the onion foot compress, a technique she discussed in a personal anecdote involving her grandson. O'Neill's grandson was experiencing a persistent nighttime cough that resisted conventional treatments. In response, O'Neill utilized an unconventional yet traditional remedy, placing chopped onions on his feet.
And we're going to put the onion on the bottom of the feet for if someone has a bad cough in the night. And I'm going to use a plastic bag. Now at Misty Mountain, we buy boxes of starch bags, so they're made out of starch, and that would be the best. Now, if you don't have starch bags, you can certainly use a cloth. So you might use a cloth, put the onion like that, and put it in the bag. And then what you do is you put your foot on the onion like that, and then you twist it around and put a sock on. So the bottom of the feet is touching the onion. And then you put a sock on and holds it in place.
The method involves finely chopping onions and applying them to the soles of the feet, secured with a cloth or a sock to keep them in place throughout the night. In fact, onions are rich in sulfur compounds, which have antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties. These compounds can help to clear respiratory congestion and reduce inflammation in the airways. When placed on the feet, the volatile oils in onions can be absorbed transdermally, meaning through the skin, and travel through the bloodstream to the respiratory system. This can help to relieve coughing and other symptoms associated with respiratory infections. According to O'Neill's account, after placing the chopped onions on her grandson's feet, his persistent cough ceased entirely for the night. The practice of using onions in this manner comes from the principles of reflexology, where the feet are considered a map of the body's organs and systems. By targeting the feet, the remedy aims to influence the respiratory system indirectly. The use of onions for medicinal purposes is well documented in various cultures. Onions contain quercetin, a flavonoid with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, which can help to combat infections and support immune function. Additionally, the sulfur compounds in onions, such as allicin, have been shown to exhibit antimicrobial activity against a range of pathogens, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi. These properties make onions a valuable component in natural remedies for respiratory conditions. In addition to that, Dr. Barbara O'Neill also presents a straightforward recipe for making onion cough syrup, a natural remedy reputed for its effectiveness in soothing coughs. You need to take a fresh, medium-sized onion, then peel it and finely chop it to maximize the surface so it can release its beneficial compounds. Once chopped, the onion is layered in a clean glass jar. Each layer of onion is followed by a layer of honey, a natural humectant with antibacterial properties. Honey acts as a preservative and enhances the syrup's soothing effects on the throat. Raw, unprocessed honey is preferred for its superior nutritional and medicinal qualities. The layering process should be repeated until the jar is nearly full, ensuring that the final layer is honey to fully cover the onion pieces and prevent exposure to air, which could lead to spoilage. After the jar is filled, it must be sealed tightly with a lid to prevent contamination and placed in a cool, dark place to sit for 24 hours. During this period, the onion's juices are extracted and infused with the honey, creating a thick, syrupy mixture. This waiting time is crucial for the chemical interactions between the onion and honey, resulting in a potent syrup enriched with vitamins, minerals, and enzymes beneficial for respiratory health. Once the 24-hour period has elapsed, the mixture should be strained to remove the onion pieces. This can be done using a fine mesh strainer or cheesecloth, ensuring that only the liquid syrup is collected. The remaining onion pieces can be discarded or composted. The syrup should then be transferred to a clean, airtight container. Properly strained syrup can be stored in the refrigerator, where the cold temperature helps preserve its potency and freshness for up to a month. The resulting onion cough syrup is a potent natural remedy, rich in sulfur compounds from the onion, which help to thin mucus and reduce congestion. Additionally, the syrup retains the antibacterial and soothing properties of honey, making it effective in alleviating coughs and soothing irritated throats. A teaspoon of this syrup can be taken as needed, particularly at night when coughing tends to worsen or at the first sign of a sore throat or respiratory discomfort. But amidst all these, as Dr. Barbara O'Neill says, precise dosages are always important for various age groups to ensure effective and safe use of natural remedies. Overuse or underuse often results in side effects or failures. For adults, she recommends a dosage of 1 teaspoon 3 times a day. This dosage is tailored to provide a therapeutic effect without overwhelming the body's systems. Adults typically have fully developed organ systems and metabolic processes, allowing them to process and benefit from the recommended amount of the remedy effectively. Similarly, for children, Dr. O'Neill suggests a reduced dosage of 1/2 teaspoon 3 times a day. Children's bodies are still developing, and their metabolic rates differ from those of adults. A lower dosage ensures that children receive the therapeutic benefits of the remedy without risking potential side effects or overloading their still maturing systems. The 3 times a day schedule helps maintain consistent levels of the remedy's active components, which is crucial for achieving desired health outcomes in younger individuals.
For a little child, maybe one under 1, you might do 1/4 teaspoon. For a 2-year-old, you might do 1/2 teaspoon, say 3 times a day. For a child from about 10 above, you might do a teaspoon 3 times a day. So if a child's got a cold or a cough or a bronchitis, any respiratory asthma, so you give them the teaspoon 3 times a day and put them to bed with the onion on the bottom of their feet, and everyone will sleep soundly that night.
Now, if we talk about infants, they require even more careful consideration when it comes to dosage. Dr. O'Neill advises giving only a few drops, with the exact amount depending on the infant's age. Infants' organs and metabolic systems are extremely sensitive and underdeveloped, making precise dosing critical to avoid adverse reactions. The use of drops allows for fine-tuned control over the amount given, ensuring that the infant receives just enough of the remedy to get a beneficial response without overwhelming their delicate systems. Now, let's move on to the use of an onion compress as an effective remedy for sore throats. According to her, onions possess potent anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant properties, making them a valuable natural remedy. The active compounds, sulfur compounds, flavonoids, and quercetin contribute significantly to their therapeutic effects. To create an onion compress, O'Neill recommends starting with fresh, raw onions, as cooking diminishes their beneficial properties. Slice the onion thinly to increase the surface area and ensure maximum release of its active compounds. These slices should then be placed between layers of a clean, natural fabric, such as cotton or linen. The use of natural fabric is crucial, as it allows for better absorption and avoids any potential skin irritation that synthetic materials might cause. Once the onion slices are securely placed in the fabric, the compress should be applied directly to the throat, ensuring it covers the area from ear to ear and from just below the jawline to the collarbone. The warmth of the body will help to activate the onion's compounds, which are then absorbed through the skin and mucous membranes. Dr. O'Neill explains that the sulfur compounds in onions, particularly allicin, have strong antibacterial properties, which can help to combat bacterial infections contributing to a sore throat. Additionally, quercetin also helps to reduce inflammation and provide pain relief. The compress works by drawing out toxins and promoting lymphatic drainage, which aids in reducing swelling and congestion in the throat area. Dr. O'Neill suggests leaving the compress on for at least 30 minutes to an hour, or even overnight for severe cases. During this time, the onion's compounds penetrate the skin and enter the bloodstream, providing systemic benefits beyond the localized treatment. The application can be repeated several times a day, with fresh onion slices each time, to ensure a continuous supply of active compounds. For those sensitive to the strong smell of onions, O'Neill advises placing a barrier layer, such as a thin piece of plastic wrap, between the onion slices and the outer layer of fabric. This can help to minimize odor while still allowing the beneficial compounds to penetrate the skin. She also emphasizes the importance of maintaining overall hydration and using complementary remedies, such as warm teas with honey and lemon, to support the body's healing process. But this is not all. We are not done yet. Onions possess potent mucus-breaking properties also, particularly effective in getting rid of congestion in the chest, throat, and head. This capability of onions comes from their high sulfur content, which contributes to their strong odor and numerous health benefits. Sulfur compounds in onions act as natural expectorants, thinning mucus and making it easier to expel from the respiratory tract. This is especially beneficial for individuals suffering from colds, bronchitis, sinusitis, and other respiratory ailments where mucus buildup is prevalent.
Now we're going to do something else with the onion, and this one might surprise you. We're going to chop up the onion into small pieces, and we're going to apply it to the bottom of the feet. So why would we apply onion to the bottom of the feet? The bottom of the feet has large pores on it, and they are the largest pores in the whole body, and they are able to absorb. And the bottom of the feet are a reflex for the chest, for the head, and for the abdomen. The reason why we're putting the onion on the bottom of the feet is for a cough. I've seen this bring incredible results a few times.
And in this case, again, quercetin helps in reducing the production of mucus and phlegm. That way, it relieves congestion and improves respiratory function. Additionally, quercetin's antihistamine effects can help alleviate allergy symptoms that often lead to increased mucus production. You see, onions are rich in vitamin C, which boosts the immune system and helps the body fight off infections that can cause mucus buildup. Vitamin C also enhances the production of white blood cells, improving the body's ability to combat pathogens and reducing the duration and severity of respiratory illnesses. The natural enzymes in onions, such as alliinase, play a crucial role in breaking down mucus. When an onion is cut or crushed, alliinase converts alliin to allicin. As we mentioned before, it's a compound with potent antimicrobial and mucolytic properties. Allicin helps dissolve mucus and reduce its viscosity, facilitating easier expulsion from the respiratory system. Onions possess antibacterial and antiviral properties that help combat infections causing mucus buildup. These properties reduce microbial load in the respiratory tract, decreasing inflammation and mucus production. Regular consumption of onions, raw, cooked, or as juice, can maintain respiratory health by breaking down mucus and preventing its accumulation. Not only that, but inhaling onion vapors also provides immediate relief from nasal congestion. The volatile oils released when cutting onions contain compounds like thiols and disulfides that penetrate nasal passages, thin mucus, and enhance drainage, benefiting those with acute sinus congestion. Plus, if you apply onion poultices to the chest, it effectively breaks up mucus in the lungs. The heat and vapors from the poultice penetrate the skin and chest cavity, loosening mucus for easier expulsion through coughing. This method is commonly used in natural remedies for bronchitis and other respiratory conditions. Basically, onions detoxify the body, indirectly supporting mucus reduction. Their sulfur compounds enhance liver function, promoting the elimination of toxins that trigger inflammation and mucus formation. Moreover, onions are hydrating, containing significant water that keeps the respiratory tract moist and mucus less sticky. The biggest plus point about onions is that it's easy to incorporate onions into the diet. Just add them to soups, salads, or meals, or consume them as onion tea. Boiling onions and drinking the broth offers a concentrated dose of their mucus-breaking properties, particularly beneficial during cold and flu season. Onions also contain prebiotics that support gut health, which is essential for immune function. A healthy gut microbiome reduces respiratory infections and mucus buildup. Regular onion consumption helps maintain balanced gut flora, supporting respiratory health. As you can see, onions have versatile medicinal properties, probably more than you expected.
So I went home, I steamed the onion up on the stove, and then I cut it in half under her directions, so that what you're looking at is the rings. So you keep the skin on and it keeps everything in place. And I wrapped the onion up in a cloth, a few layers, and the few layers of cloth will help to keep it warm, but also just to shield the direct heat from being too hot. I tested it on my arm and I put it on his ear. I covered it with a piece of plastic, and what that does is that just insulates it. And then he was just a little boy, I was breastfeeding him, and I could put the onion between his ear and my arm, and I could feel the heat.
Internally, onions can be consumed as syrup, which uses their natural expectorant properties. Onions' allyl propyl disulfide and allicin have potent antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects, which help to break down mucus, making it easier to expel and providing relief from conditions like bronchitis, asthma, and chronic coughs. Externally, onions can be used as compresses or poultices to relieve respiratory issues. When applied to the chest or back, onion compresses can help draw out toxins, reduce congestion, and improve circulation in the affected area. In addition to their direct effects on respiratory health, onions also support overall immune function. The quercetin compound actually helps in supporting the body's natural defense mechanisms, making it more resilient to infections and respiratory conditions. Dr. O'Neill highlights that onions are an accessible and cost-effective option for treating almost all basic health problems. Their simplicity makes them appealing for home remedy enthusiasts. To maximize their benefits, proper preparation and application are essential. Just remember, never use anything but fresh onions to ensure hygiene during processing. This is crucial, especially for internal remedies. Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a renowned naturopath, advocates for the use of onions as natural alternatives to over-the-counter cough medicines. To be honest, Dr. Barbara O'Neill didn't invent anything. Onions have long been celebrated not just for their culinary versatility, but also for their remarkable health benefits, particularly in treating coughs and respiratory ailments. The age-old remedy of using onions as a natural treatment is rooted in their rich nutritional profile, which offers a range of therapeutic properties that many commercial cough syrups and medications simply cannot match. And she just demonstrated it to the whole world, which our healthcare system should have done. But they never did. Then, why does Dr. Barbara O'Neill prioritize these types of natural remedies so much over conventional treatments and medicines? Basically, natural remedies have gained significant popularity as an alternative to processed medicines, primarily due to their holistic approach to health and wellness. These remedies often emphasize the body's innate ability to heal itself, utilizing ingredients derived from plants, herbs, and minerals. Unlike processed medicines, which can contain synthetic chemicals and preservatives, natural remedies tend to be gentler on the body. They aim to address the root causes of ailments rather than merely masking symptoms, promoting long-term health benefits. One of the key advantages of natural remedies is their lower risk of side effects. Processed medicines frequently come with a long list of potential adverse reactions, some of which can be severe. In contrast, natural remedies often boast a safer profile, particularly when used responsibly and under guidance. Additionally, many natural substances contain a complex array of compounds that work synergistically, enhancing their effectiveness and supporting overall health. Natural remedies also encourage a deeper connection to one's health. When you start consuming herbs, essential oils, or dietary changes in your daily diet, you start to engage with your body and understand your unique responses to various treatments. This personalized approach can develop into greater self-awareness and empowerment, leading to healthier lifestyle choices in the long run. This is one major point conventional treatment overlooks in its process. Furthermore, the use of natural remedies aligns with a more sustainable and eco-friendly mindset, as many of these ingredients are sourced from the environment and can be cultivated without harming ecosystems. While natural remedies can be effective for various conditions, it is essential to recognize their limitations and consult healthcare professionals when necessary. Some health problems may require immediate medical intervention or hospitalization. Processed medicines can play a crucial role only in such scenarios. However, for many individuals who are seeking preventive care or alternative options, natural remedies provide a compelling and often beneficial alternative that promotes overall well-being without the drawbacks of processed medications. For example, in this video we discuss Dr. O'Neill's approach, which emphasizes the accessibility and simplicity of using onions as a natural remedy. They are a cost-effective and readily available alternative to conventional cough medicines. On top of that, they offer a holistic approach to healthcare that aligns with her broader philosophy of using natural, food-based treatments to support and enhance the body's innate healing processes. So, have you tried Dr. Barbara O'Neill's onion cure for coughs? What natural remedies work best for you? And honestly, in this video, I only focused on onions, and I haven't revealed any secrets about other natural remedies you can get from common household veggies. But if you want to know about all of them, just click on this video. Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more health tips.